Well, hi there. Welcome to part two of this whole thing. So I'm actually still technically handling up a couple things, but I figure I might as well leave a couple training vibes running while I finish that up. So, Mr. Vale, basically what you missed last time, we went, well, technically speaking, two parts, actually. So we'd gone over here. That was going a little bit harsh, but ultimately ended up succeeding, took a bunch of casualties. They were all like, oh yeah, stuff's great, thank you for stuff. And then we went over here. And then we went up to their leader and we're like, hey, I guess we apologize for not handling all your problems for you. I guess Steve is very giving in this version. And yeah, then they agreed to just go ahead and leave. There was some archer check over here, but apparently our chaos frame was too low for her to join, so, we're getting on that train all over again. And yeah, let's go ahead and get some stuff. Oh, and following some advice, Aznabel is now a knight. He still sucks. Butts is now a paladin, and he's ridiculous. And yeah, Barbara is now an archer. I have no idea how the hell to make a Diana. And yeah, let's see. Let's see. And to answer your question here, since currently both hands are occupied, as far as the Dragonite book, vague hints are fine. No spoilers. Vague hints are just fine. So yeah, we got the archer class and upgraded thing. Oh crap! Well, her first training session's going well. Holy crap! Anyway, so gonna be stepping away for just a moment here. Probably gonna start one more fight just for the hell of it. These pumpkins are terrifying. This is a game to make people paranoid of pumpkins for sure. Anyway, be right back. Actually, remind me if I forget. I need to add a thing to the artwork for this. It needs to be a pumpkin, just like a pumpkin head, photoshopped onto Scarface with his machine gun. Because that's what keeps happening every single time we run into them. Anyway, be right back for real this time. Hello. Okay, sorry for the silence there. Yeah, I was trying to scarf down what was left of my lunch here. So let's see. The Archer Legal is weird. I think you can't have max chaos frame or 50 or less. The worst part is that there's this weird marriage ending that requires you to have a high chaos frame from her and tank it for the werewolf? What? Ah, dang it. Sorry, cat just randomly jumped on my wires here and basically just punched me in the head, more or less. Anyway, so what, you basically have an ending where your dude marries this character? And then they get attacked by a werewolf or some crap? Also, wow, you know what? This is kind of embarrassing right now. They would be winning, except that she keeps missing every single shot. That's kind of impressive, considering that against this exact squad, she ended up completely dominating last time. Okay. No, wait, we have $8 left. Okay, well, so much for that plan. Most of that training was completely pointless. Good to know. So let me go ahead and mute it one more second here, and I'm going to hand out items while I go make some coffee. Be right back. Alrighty, okay, sorry for all the pauses. Let's go get scrap going. So, everyone's got items now, everyone's got stuff. I don't have a controller. Where the hell did that go? Thank you, cat. That shouldn't be messing around with my desk. Just found the thing. Okay, so. Let's go next out of here. A little bit worried by the fact that we got completely trounced by the frickin' training. So, whatever, moving on. You know, that's always a good sign. Now, I was going to do a completely different thing at this point, but, guess I'm not going to be doing that thing. I'm going to be saving that for sometime next week, I think. Alright, what do we got here? Once we liberate the area, the castle will just be ahead of us. And we gotta confront the western dudes. They're gonna be showing up on friggin' horseback with revolvers. Think there's a way to avoid the fight? I mean, we seem to be good at avoiding fights so far. See, they're not glad to fight either. If either side is willing to talk, then perhaps... Well... It's potentially a good little way about it. Messenger, he said he was sent here by the dude. Asking to talk with you. Yeah, dude, we're gonna go talk that out. Yeah. I mean, if he's the one leading it. Let's all defect together! Actually, you know what? That's what it should have been. For a SNES, it should have been let us cling together. For this one, it's just let us defect together. This is what he has to say. We'll be right there. He's the one who told you to do this! Why do you keep thinking he's gonna backstab you or something? Also, side note, and also kind of a note if anyone from the modding team happens to be here. I was kind of wondering, why the hell is scale armor only for archers? At least, as far as I'm aware. Like, I know they're classed in some weird ways, but it seems super weird to me that some of the classes you'd think would be able to use certain stuff can't. Like, for example, the Phalanx, or the Hoplite, or whatever the hell he's called. Why can he use nothing but just plate mail so far? Because I'm pretty sure the scale mail has higher armor. And I'm pretty sure, historically speaking, they like them some scale, so... See, General is very kind-hearted. He wants to fruitless battles end. Okay, cool. Sweet. Yeah, Central, yeah, I'm pretty sure they won't. Testing. Hello there, Mr. Pro Cow. We're currently negotiating with Central. The Western has decided not to involve those guys. Goody. Alright, that's useful. Some things have to have higher priority. Well, that's a good sign. Let me guess we're under attack. Yeah. Well, geez, what dickheads. Yeah, it's that guy. What a douchebag. Also, that right there, pretty much bargaining in bad faith. Like, oh, you guys didn't even have the option to make a decision here, huh? Well, that's great. Try to avoid fighting, I guess. TG said broke through Turgala Pass. Kind of. Alright, so this is the reverse of that map again. I think this is a repeat map. Actually, no, it isn't. I'm thinking it's that one that gave me so much trouble with those two clerics. See, Golshvinta? Sounds like a place where gulls go for the winter. Gathering units on the river. Sounds like probably approaching from the top left and just taking the base is the way to go. So, probably going to try to do this as short as possible. So what I'm thinking is, yeah, probably send Steve and a few others to take these two towns down here. Send Butts, Rick, and probably Barbara up north to go take those two towns, and then just have Butts repeatedly attack the castle until they win, ignoring those guys on the bottom right and pretending to cross the bridge repeatedly to hopefully get that out of the way. So that's the plan. Let's do this thing. But yeah, Mr. Cow, I'm still waiting for the, this one dude broke through the pass or whatever moment for this one. Because yeah, they ended up folding a bunch of stuff from this in FFT, so can't wait to see it. I mean, we've yet to have the floppy thief and all that. Basically, that's the guy with the floppy hat. That version, or that guy, does exist in Let Us Clean Together. It does exist in Knight of Lotus. In Knight of Lotus, he's one of the bosses towards the end of the game, where he's basically a lich that turns into a carpet, which you never see in the whole rest of the series. That's why there's a lich with a carpet face in the artwork for this. Let's see. So, we lost screwed. I don't know. Dude's OP. I don't know what to tell you. Although he does seem to regularly lose fights against units of about 5 or so, so... Okay. I don't know why I'm back here. Okay, first thing I wanted to test. Whenever it's done, does Steve have the option to retreat? Something he's allowed to do. Okay, so he does not get the option to retreat. Okay, good to know. Now, dispatch-wise, let's get Amanda. In fact, I might just have Steve on full defense this time, since I'm gonna try to not level him at all from here on out. Yeah, we're gonna have the entire B team shuffling on this way. Hopefully Troy will actually get some levels out of this. Alright, but you and your amazing self are gonna go up here. Watch out of here, there's a bridge. Not bridges. Bridges are unacceptable. Yeah, but yeah, so... Yeah. Let's see, the enemy's a day and a half march north. They're a day and a half in every direction. Like, they're technically in every direction. I don't really have much option other than going north. The map just kind of ends. We're in this weird battle void. Alright, Aisha, you seem pretty awesome, so we're gonna stick you probably up here as well. In case they did mess with the bridge, you know, it's probably not a bad idea to force them to cross it. Should try defeating them in order to win. Exactly. He's a master strategist, don't question him. If you hit him, it'll hurt. Reminds me of one of the lines that got made fun of from MGS2. Like, oh gee, if you shoot him in the face, it'll hurt. Okay, that's some useful advice there. Man, this place has so many rivers, it's ridiculous. This is the town of rivers. Like, I think it was like Delaware or something. It's a city of 2 rivers. Ooh, buckler. That sounds like a fancy thing for fancy classes. By the way, Mr. Vale, since I figure I should ask, as far as the Diana is concerned, is that something that'll be obvious when it comes to the store? Like, I'm assuming from what I've seen it'll be like metal headband, friggin' amazing super bow, and I guess even harder leather or something. Or is it going to be something like, oh, they specifically have to be equipping a teddy bear, and, you know, they only get promotions on Tuesdays or some crap, like... Anyway. Use the move location to travel to a location other than the one you're currently at. Impossible. Nobody has those advanced tactics. Anyway, so my main plan here is, yeah, let's see, I think it's going to be basic stuff, except the bow is the holy bow platinum dragons can drop. Dude. The hell? Let's get into that territory, huh? Alright, we got birds coming in. I have a feeling if we go back to that one map, we might be able to get Aisha's team. But I don't know what to do there exactly. Alright, they're probably going to lose to these guys. For sure. You know what the weird part is? It was kind of the Belmokans, I thought, that or Belvodians, whatever, that decided that they wanted to go ahead and leave, and I guess they just sort of got forced into the situation anyway. So it'll show up in stores, we can find it much earlier. Gotcha. I don't know why this guy's suddenly scared, but whatever. And exactly, time for more poaching. I don't know why I'm always killing holy crap in each of these games now. But, I guess that's just what we're doing. Also, wait a minute. Okay, no. They do have the Dark Knight guy leading this team. I was gonna say, it looked like the leader indicator was on, one of the Balbodian guys for a second. Which, by the way, the Belmokins are the Balbodians. They just can never seem to decide what name they want them to go with. So, let's see, like, they're the Balbodians in Luck. They're the Belmokins in this one. I think they're the Balbatians or something in the SNES version. I forget if... I think they're just something completely, entirely different in March of the Black Queen. Oh my god! This guy! Why has this guy eaten crap so much? Man. Seriously, what the hell's wrong with Troy? He's broken. Yeah, the SNES used Nerdamies. Exactly, ProCow. If they make Episode 8, they'll probably be called the Belmonts. Why not? They just can't decide on anything. The Lethal Zone, though we're past it, is sort of a treasure trove. It's just to stop this runner not kill too many armies. Each army seems to have a rare drop. Oh yeah. So, I got, speaking of, I got 2 of their weird pickaxe situations out of that. Right, come on, Nancy. Don't die for once. Man, this one squad is completely wrecking us here. And of course, that one guy survives with 1 health. So why wouldn't he? Of course. Speaking of, let's go ahead and take Nancy's squad here and fix it a little bit. Mission. First things first, go ahead and swap that, put you back here, put you over here. Actually, let's do this. There we go. These 3 little guys, they're going to protect everyone. Also, I guess I could also use items. Like some kind of smart person that uses brain. Nobody has time to use brain. Go ahead and probably put everybody in a sort of healing type situation. Or an attacking type situation, because the boss probably won't do very much for this team. See, they tried to reconcile it by having Nerdum as the name of the Empire, and Belmokin or Balbodian the name of the people, so it's like North Americans versus Canadians. Okay. That's a friggin' clumsy retcon and a half. We secretly called them all Steve. Oh well. Oh well, are you guys going for the lead or what? I will say for the one fight where she was actually proven to be pretty competent, Barbara seemed like she had a bunch of potential there. I've been told also that I should probably avoid leveling up Leah. Leah, etc. Whatever, you know, we'll see how it goes. Apparently she gets better later. It's part of the reason Steve is currently on defense. Our duty is to care for those who are hurt. That's why you're chaotic now. See, also Trunk's hair was blue the whole time, you just never noticed. I mean, sure. You know, I never really understood the whole blue hair thing up until, I don't know, until one day I ended up looking closer. It's like, you know what? It's probably just a lot easier to distinguish blue hair with black lines. That's the only reason that there's so many stories with that, because it's just supposed to be like standard Asian black hair kind of thing. Right, what's your story? Friggin' okay. Bad the Grappler, who appears to be unique. I don't know if we can hire him or something. Let's see, Leah wasn't the worst, but she never shined. Warcraft for the map that takes place on her hometown. Okay. Well, we'll see how it goes. I mean, from what I've been told, she apparently just gets better. Yes, you can hire Vad. By any chance, do I have to have a particular unit? Like, do I have to have Steve up there fighting him? You know, at this point it's already too late to get Vad. It's a trap to get him. You sorta... Hang on. You sorta won't without somebody telling you what to do. I'm assuming I need to have Steve go up there and be like, oh my god, you dicks, I saved all of you. Like, oh, I'm secretly the cousin of some dude, and I know everybody now, so... We're on the same team now, yeah, exactly. Or something like that. Basically, the moment you send troops east, you can no longer get him. Oh. Oh, so he basically joins you if you didn't do the thing. Gotcha. You need to retreat and heal then. So he wants to be a unicorn. He wants to be the only one that's affected. Gotcha. See, the gap in the road, once crossed, makes him rush you suicidally instead of going on defense. Oh, I gotcha. So he just has to survive the fight, is what you're telling me. Because I can make that happen. Because you see, everybody that's going out wait, is it the eastern side? Everybody that's going on the eastern side kind of sucks. Somehow you need to make him survive. Okay, I can do that. I can do that 9 times, etc. I can probably just retreat everybody, for that matter. Good God, Butts, you are ridiculous. He's just a friggin'... he's a tank over here, just rolling over everybody. See, I don't know if there's a Chaos Frame requirements. Okay, so he needs to survive and his people gotta be saved. Okay, he's coming for your HQ, though. I mean, I guess we can probably cause him to waste all of his items. Probably the best way to go about it. Ah, dang it, we lost a guy. That's fine. Just one of the gremlins. Anyway, so, let's see. It was purple, but changed to blue just because they felt like it. Reason, no actual story reasons, just retconned. Weird. Okay. Okay, so he's coming for the HQ. All of you guys... defense. See if I just pull back everyone. Maybe he'll stop. Because I know they like to go look for help whenever their health ends up getting low, so presumably that's exactly what's going to end up happening here. Alright. Because yeah, we haven't really encountered him, so to speak, so he might not be super into the whole fighting thing. Maybe? Let's see, Rick's team's gonna need a little bit of help. And they're definitely taking a lot more damage than I would have expected. See, Vad's also just a ninja who can lead groups. If you want to cast Fatal Dance on an enemy, he's your one chance to... Oh, he's that guy! He's that guy! Gotcha! Understood. Alright, please go just off this guy in the face, please. Okay, gone. Good. Also, why is Barbara's accuracy so garbage? Like, is there some particular reason that she did really well in that one fight and now just seems to suck forever? Yeah, Mr. Cow, I don't think there's gonna be all that much to be found trying to figure out what the actual plot of DBC was, because I'm pretty sure it's just loud yelling and lasers, and it's fun to watch. I don't think we're gonna find very much past that, in terms of figuring out a canon or whatever else, because like you said, they can literally just say, oh, whoops, alternate universe at any point. Blood-stained robe, what the actual crap? Butts, how hard did you kill them? Okay, he needs to take that town. Yeah, so as far as I can tell, they've got that one birdie on the left, which might be another loot birdie, so that's something to consider. Okay, Barbara, please stop being garbage. Yeah, she's doing basically the same damage as the gremlins at this point, so what the hell. To keep the robe, it sounds like something a lich needs. Ooh. Well, in that case, Rick's gonna wear that crap. Because I don't know what the actual requirements are to get a lich. But I want one. Yeah, Birdie is still slowly moving on down here. What's your deal? Okay, so he's a Volton, aka a Barton. Griffin, Hawkman, Hawkman, Hawkman. Okay. Fair enough. So we've gotten that town. Alright, Rick, tell you what. You know what they got? By the way, how's your Chaos Frame? Not a frickin' clue, but probably not great. Creepy Central Division Knight, he's a bad guy, right? Force the Bomb Hawkins, yeah. He seems like a dick. Yeah, I'd assume our Chaos Frame isn't great. I've been handling a lot of the fights with just Steve, which I'm trying to avoid at this point because Butts has become so absurdly overpowered that it's not even funny. Anyway, so yeah, I'm not seeing any tails here, so hopefully these guys will be fun. Nope, wait, I spoke too soon. Hello, Vad, the Grappler Paler. So I'm thinking if I just go ahead and beat everybody but Vad, injure him, he'll probably want to go and look for help. Let's see, that means he didn't recruit Ladle? No, we did not get a Ladle, so no Ladle only run. Why are these guys using items? Probably because they're tired. Yeah, they're gunning for the HQ at this point. Yeah, I know the archer. She basically said, okay, I'll believe you if you win. And then we're like, okay, and then she died a bunch, and then she believed us, but she wasn't quite up for joining. Alright, come on. These guys have to win a lot of fights in a row to be able to actually win this. I'm actually really glad I left Steve behind now. So yeah, the AI loves to stuff Aryans full of power recruits so they don't have to nap 10 times. True. I mean, I really like that they actually learned the trick from March of the Black Queen. They're like, okay, we're gonna have to send in birds. Just go ahead and go for the snipe. And they've got more birds. Yeah, they've got birds everywhere. I mean, at least this guy's consistent on his strategies. See. Dude, we don't want to fight you. Also, you don't get a unique sprite, apparently. We already freed your dudes! Piss off! But into people, same people, and some turn on each other because of that, blah 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 blah, backstory. Sure, you freed us, but there are many held captive. Oh man, you didn't free all the dudes. You don't understand! Dude, shut up. You sound like an idiot. Like, okay, your royal family is in danger. Cool. You can put up a token effort. As in, we'll just go ahead and assume maybe if we injure you, you'll run back to town. Anyway. So here's what we're gonna do. Then set this to set attack weakest first of all, and then we're gonna go for attack strongest. Frickin' Fatal Dance, though. Seems like a... You know what? That thing seems like Dragon Dance. Or, Dragon Breath, rather. Off of, Pokemon. It's just like a hard around 30 in almost every situation. There we go. Now attack strongest. We've got one guy that's injured, so that should force them to waste their items. Let's see. Low Chaos Frame, you can get Werewolf at least. Character's also getting power level boost, literally because it's needed for the current story. That's been DBZ always, though. Also, I guess they're just going to hang out in the trees. That's perfectly fine. But is going to need to camp pretty soon, but yeah, he's a good way the ways to the fortress. Alright, Barbara's just going to sit on defense. Everybody else is going to sit and guard this place. Yeah, can werewolves lead squads? Because if they can't lead squads, then it doesn't mean jack to me. Pierce thrust, missiles, just blink away, come on. Blink, blink, blink. They're kind of holding up okay, I guess. I mean, they lost, but they're decent. See, Bisky the werewolf can lead a squad. Oh, yeah? Hang on, I'm trying to remember which part of the story they're from. Ah, dang it. Really bad at remembering stuff today. I mean, yeah, eventually they'll run into Steve, who will proceed to lightning the ever-loving Christ out of them, and then that's kind of the end of that. You know, you shouldn't put your leader in front, especially not there. See, again, this came up earlier, because I was asked why I was putting this guy in the back with his lightning and everything. because technically speaking, okay, so he takes out the guy on the right, then he's able to usually go attack the one in the middle or the one in the back, so this tends to give him a lot more options in terms of beating leaders. So the Ogre Battle is tricky for character leveling until you get endgame classes. Wait, Southern Cross Armor if you take him to Sunday School? What the? Wait, what? 3 attacks in a row comes with a weapon that makes him put people to sleep. And then you get fancy armor if you bring him to church? What? What? The hell? Okay. I mean, okay. Sure. That's that's a thing. Also, I don't like wasting these, but I do need to make sure that these guys at least stay up. There we go, Pidgey. Our frontline Pidgey, who has no options for promotion whatsoever. Yeah, I think this guy's just stuck. He knows he can't win the fight, and I know they have a little bit of stun as soon as they lose the fight, but he doesn't know what to do. So OB64 is really a dating sim where you raise a werewolf to become religious and get married. Wait a minute, are you saying that I can get a werewolf and cause it to get married to that archer chick? Is that how that works? That's friggin' awesome. I hope that's exactly what that means. Wait, what? Steve lost? How did he lose? Wait, seriously? That's what that means? Anybody know Brigandine? Yes. I've looked at it several times and it looks awesome. I've never actually gotten a chance to try it though. So you know what, you're going to go ahead and go use one of your heal packs before we have a problem. Heal packs are cheaper than a revive. Good. Now everybody else needs to be able to take out that leader, otherwise game over. Let's see. Inconvenient power boost, like so. Yeah, I don't know. The only part of that that I'm somewhat familiar with are if you've ever seen Plague of Gripes. That guy did a bunch of videos that were just like weird things that DBZ did in the past. So like for example, one of them was apparently they really hate that one guy with the eyeball on his face. Like the fact that everybody else keeps getting just like random plot boosts and everything else, and then he just keeps getting kicked on the dick over and over. Basically. It's a Grand Edition lets you play in multiplayer. I've seen it and I have the ROM, but I've never tried it yet. It's on the list. Like one of these cases, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go try all these things, and then every time I say that, complete financial just screwery happens. I know that's his name, but he's Eyeball Face Guy. He is forever Eyeball Face Guy. I mean, they also have a little tiny friggin' exploding mime, so there's that too. He dies at the very start and then just keeps coming back. And he's relevant. I mean, it's kind of weird how they've gotten the story to a point where there's basically no reason for most of the characters there. So, I mean, when they're literally overflowing titles on people, it's probably about the time that they've gotten too high in tier for anyone to even matter. Ooh, upgraded stick. Good. Yeah, there's debate on whether or not he's human. I mean, I thought it was confirmed that he was. Oh wait, crap. Troy's about to die. Please don't die. I was gonna retreat. Okay. So Troy is done for the moment. And I don't know what happened to him. Also, what the hell was that? His upgraded class? Yeah, it feels like this guy's just sitting there, so that's fine. Perfectly fine with that. You go ahead and camp for the moment. As soon as he breaks camp, we'll be good to go. So Steve's going to be able to hold defense here pretty well. They're going to go for this town. I see. Let's send Leah down there. Should hopefully be able to meet the birds halfway. And Leah, and let's send Nancy, because we need some anti-birds. Just because I don't want to take the Chaos Frame drop for losing that town. And we probably would have been okay on Chaos Frame if we hadn't run into a stupid issue where Troy just miraculously missed every single one of, like, 4 different encounters and ended up completely getting trounced by a fairy squad of all things that did, like, 4 damage, except he did none. So, That's probably the only reason we lost that one archer chick there. The Brigandine, monster subordinate, is permadeath. Tactics Ogre is not permadeath. It kind of is. I mean, they technically do die, and apparently there's a percentage chance that they turn into zombies, and that crap's permanent. And, well, in a lot of the other games it's permanent. Okay, let's see. Super Duster make other characters more relevant. Yeah. Basically exactly that. There's nothing more to add there. I mean, really, he already, Toriyama, the guy that did the show, basically said several times that apparently the show was long supposed to be over. And then apparently the live-action movie sucked so much that it brought him out of retirement to just keep trying. Like, okay, we tried giving it to somebody else, they screwed it up so badly that he's not allowed to retire anymore. So there's that. You know, one of those random trivia type dealies. Okay, get alignment, get experience, get levels, good. We have learned to RPG properly. Actually, it's kind of funny, speaking of RPGs and crap, I was mentioning Fallout 4 earlier. Like, the quote-unquote RPG stuff in that is just so hilarious, it's not... Well, it's so hilarious that it remains funny, actually. That it's just... It's weird the moments that it comes up. Like, you'd think in a lot of cases, like, okay, you've got speech and everything else. Here's all these moments where you're going to be able to talk somebody down. Like, no, you can never talk somebody down. There's never a plot speech check that actually affects anything. to the point where literally there's a guy that, like, they work up this whole thing, like, look, this guy didn't want to be the bad guy. He wasn't trying to be the bad guy. It's like, oh, you know, I really don't care. I mean, I only wanted a piece of information from him, so that's perfectly fine. You know, I'll just go friggin' completely ignore the guy, and there's no option to do so, because you need to pull a chip out of his brain. But, anyway. Oh yes, hello there, sir. How's it going? I assume it's pronounced how it's spelled. I don't know if it's like Sari, I assume it's Sir. I was read it as Sir. That's my understanding of it. Anyway. My apologies if the name's wrong. Anyway. See, unfortunately, Toriyama forgets his own work and retcons it. Well, I think it's fair to say he's just doing whatever he wants to at this point. They're just printing money. Also, these guys have the ability to make butts dance. Dance, dance, dance. All right. So butts, are you gonna do that thing where you own everybody or what? You're just sitting here blocking forever. Oh, never mind. There he goes. Apparently, these turns are just holy crap, dude. Holy crap. I can't even imagine if you had 3 of those in the front line. That's ridiculous. So you got it right, and improvements. Okay. Well, there we go. Yeah, definitely live and stuff. I'm currently not dead either. How about that? Oh, the bridge exploded. Man. That's some bull crap right there. I thought they were talking about the other bridge. It's so sad that he says they're talking to himself. Yeah. Okay, well, you know. Maybe I just feel like talking to myself. I don't know, maybe I'm one of the crazy people. But no, usually it's one of those things like, sometimes I talk to myself, sometimes I don't. There's been a drastic reduction in talking to myself since switching to this thing. Oh man. So I would just like to point out Butts basically just like cut a giant hole down their squad. Oh, hang on. Exactly. Also, one moment, be right back. Okie doke, so, basically probably gonna have to end it a little early here. Kiddo woke up earlier than expected. So, yeah, more or less what I'm planning to do, since the way I see it, that whole thing of hiring that guy, totally possible. Except here's the deal. What I'm gonna do is bring Butts all the way down here. Bring him all the way across here. Ignore this town, move all the way up here. Sneak him through this bridge, and then just, like, bum rush up here. So that's kind of the idea here. So try to just avoid everything and trap that guy right there. Because he seems to just be stuck there for the time being. But anyway, so that's the plan. Yeah, she's gonna keep going after those guys. The usual kinds of things you'd expect. And I can't help but notice that, yeah, this guy... Not bad. Bad than not Impaler. Without a bridge is even worth fighting? That's the real question, isn't it? What is life without a bridge? Alright, Mr. Chow here. What are you? Cataphract? Apparently somebody forgot to tell you you need a horse, but whatever. So, far as I can tell, looks like they use the same armor. I'm guessing there's going to be some kind of full helm that they've got later. Looks like presumably Boulder Spear, and I'm assuming a Tower Shield of some description. So, alright, I'm just going to assume that's what it takes for him to promote. Anyway, so, yeah, gonna have to cut it off about there then. You guys have a good one, and, yeah, I'll see you next time. Sorry to kind of abruptly cut it off, but such is life. Alright, take care.